I'm Kathy Holliday, the Chief Executive Officer of Mobile Notary 24/7. Welcome to my podcast entitled The Mobile Notary Show. I believe to become a successful mobile notary, the most valuable thing that you can offer a signer is integrity, having moral principles, honesty, patience, loyalty, and reliability helps on your journey to be more focused, more inspired, and fully capable of connecting and understanding the notarial world. And that starts right now. So today, we're going to be discussing how to be 100% prepared and confident when you're seated at the signing table. I am going to be sharing with you 5 tips to help you be more comfortable when you're performing your notarizations. So the first tip, you should dress for success. Always rise in the morning as if you were literally going to work. Whether you have an appointment or not, getting fully dressed puts you in the mindset of being successful, and it helps make for a more productive day. You just never know. You may get a last minute signing and they need you as soon as possible. Now, this happened to me several times, so you will only have time to print the documents, not shower and get ready. I'll share my story with you. I did not shower and was dressed when I came into my office that morning. I left the bed and I came directly into the office to do a little filing. I didn't expect to stay there for 2 hours as long as I did, but the time just flew. So it was 9:00 a.m. I have a 12 o'clock appointment. A signing company reached out to me and asked, was I available for a signing at 10 o'clock? I, of course, said, yes, I'm available. But it's 9 o'clock. I need to print the documents. I need to travel to that location. And I need to shower and get dressed. So understand, if I was already dressed and showered, I could have printed the documents and walked right out the door. Took care of the signing till about 11 o'clock and traveled to my 12 o'clock signing. But since I hadn't showered and I was not dressed, I did not make it to the signing at 10 a.m. as they wanted me to. They did get the documents to me immediately, but again, if I would have showered and dressed, contemplating that they may call, they may text, or they may email and ask, am I available for a signing? For me, for Mobile Notary 24/7, I am available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I need to be ready to walk out that door when they call and request me for a notarization. So that's the first tip. The second tip is make sure that your gas needle is on 3/4 to full at all times. Some people say a half. I don't let it go on under a half a tank. And here's why. Let's say you had a very busy day and your gas needle is close to E. And you are less than a mile away from home. You think, oh, I'll get some gas tomorrow. Don't do it. Don't wait till the next day. Purchase your gas at that moment. Trust me. Because tomorrow will come so quickly, and you may get unexpectedly slammed with appointments, and you will barely have time to stop for gas. Getting gas when you have time not only saves you stress, it's safer, and the last thing that you want is to be stuck in traffic with no gas. Because now you are late for your first signing, and when this happens, it's a domino effect. All the signings thereafter, you will be late. So make sure you fill her up. Tip number 3, always have supplies in your vehicle. Your FedEx and UPS envelopes, the sleeves, folders, pins, tape, business card, stapler, and paper clips. You will find that having these supplies in your vehicle when you're on the road can be so handy. Now, don't wait until you are out of paper or your toner cartridge to purchase more supplies. You should have at least one extra case of legal and letter size paper on standby and 2 ink cartridges if you have 2 printers, which I highly recommend. Try to purchase the same printer, reason being, if a printer isn't working correctly, you can take the toner cartridge out and put it in the other printer. Now, this happened to me. One of my printers literally just clunked out, stopped working. And the other printer, the cartridge, was empty. I had used the last of the ink in the toner cartridge. I have 2 printers. So what I did is I took the cartridge out of the printer that just stopped working. Since I have the exact same HP printer, I took that cartridge out and put it inside of my other printer where the cartridge was empty. Now, if I did not have the same printer, that would be a problem. I would have had to either run out and purchase another printer, or I would have had to run to the store to purchase a cartridge. And cartridges run for the HP $129 per toner cartridge. But of course, I purchased my cartridges off of Amazon. So as far as scanning documents, if you have a smartphone with a scanner app, that's great. However, if you don't, you may want to invest in a portable scanner to leave in your vehicle. You'll find that it can also be a very helpful tool to have in your office as well. So I have 2 HP printers and 1 Xerox scanner, copier, printer, a multi, all in one. A multi-printer that has the printer, the scanner, and make copies. So again, if you're starting out as a new notary, at least you know down the road what items it is you should be purchasing. Tip number 4, prepare for the weather. If you live in a state that's rainy or snowy, you may want to leave a raincoat or an umbrella in your vehicle. What you want is to put a small umbrella in your briefcase in case it starts raining while you are in the signing. Whether you are dealing with rain, sleet, snow, or hail, you will find that it is really helpful to have weather appropriate gear available while you are on the road, because dealing with papers on a rainy day is difficult, but dealing with papers on a rainy day with no umbrella or raincoat is just plain awful. And tip number 5, purchase a backup battery with jumper cables from Amazon for less than $130 and keep it in your vehicle. A dead battery is not a good feeling, especially if you live in a hot climate state or a cold climate state. When you are trying to leave for your appointment, this happened to me late one night. But thank God I was in my garage traveling to the signer. In this case, I was safe. We all know that it takes some time for a tow truck to arrive at your location. So by purchasing the all-in-one battery, you can be on your way in no time. So now I'll close with this. Whether you are a new notary or a seasoned notary, I do hope that these tips that I've shared were very helpful and have saved you some trouble, headaches, and stress. By my sharing these weekly notary tips, I'm hoping that this will ease your hectic life of being a notary and make it more efficient. Thank you in advance for all of your comments and any questions that you may have. Please feel free to share and like my podcast. You all have yourself an awesome day. Bye for now.